Welcome back. After all that organizing, you'll want to have a little fun and get some exercise at the same time. What better way than a walking food tour to get to know your local restaurants and food shops? Here to walk us through the tour is Lesley Stracks-Mullem, the owner of Taste Carolina. And Lesley, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Me.
Tell us a little bit about you and how this all got started.
Yeah, I'm the owner of Taste Carolina Gourmet Food Tours. I started the business almost 10 years ago. And it was right during the recession. So I was looking for a job, I was sending out resumes, not getting any responses, no interviews. And some family came to visit and they're really into food, like I'm really into food. Who isn't? Yeah. So I wanted them to eat as much as possible in the short period of time that they were going to be here. So I planned food tours for them. We went on an appetizer and wine tour of Durham the first night, and then we did a very elaborate barbecue tour the next day, and we drove all over Western North Carolina. We went to 7 barbecue restaurants in 6 hours.
Wow.
And it was as much fun for me to plan as it was for all of us to do, and I started thinking, maybe there's a market for food tours. And to say that this business has exceeded my expectations is an understatement. I thought maybe a couple people a week would sign up for a private tour, but last year we hosted 8,000 people
really?
on food tours.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's an amazing. How long have you been doing this?
So we're celebrating our 10-year anniversary next year, 2019.
Wow, that's amazing. So tell us a little bit about the tours. Are there different types of tours?
Yeah, sure. In general, the tours are walking tours of historic cities in North Carolina. So we work in 9 different cities in North Carolina and right downtown. So we take people from restaurant to restaurant, and along the way we talk about the history of the city, the architecture that they're passing, and everything that's happening in the culinary scene as well. And that's becoming just more and more important. People really want to hear about the chefs and the ingredients. And so then we walk into different restaurants, about 5 per tour, and the food is being prepared as we walk in. Ideally, a chef comes out with the food, talks about what he or she has prepared, where the ingredients are coming from, and a lot of times they are coming from local farms, which is important to us. And people get to meet their dining partners around the table and share this unique experience, and then we finish up, we get up, and we walk to the next place.
You do love food, don't you?
I do love food.
I love food. So, and I mean, a lot of folks not only love eating it, but getting an opportunity to talk to the chefs, that's pretty cool to understand what goes in it, and I mean, that's an extra treat. How much access do you have to chefs?
We do have a lot of access. That's one thing that hasn't changed in the 10 years, is that the restaurants are really excited to have us, and the chefs are happy to come out of the kitchen. They don't get to do that often. So sometimes we plant questions to them. We'll say, were you at the farmer's market this morning? What did you see there? What's on special that you're cooking tonight that you're really excited about? And other times it's a chatty group and they're asking questions and it spirals. And so that's a really neat part of the tour.
They ever give up their secret ingredients?
They do. They like to do that,
really?
Actually.
Oh.
And occasionally they'll bring it out of the kitchen, something that no one's ever seen before. They'll hold up a vegetable that looks like, what is that? And people get to pass it around, and that's fun.
Well, how many restaurants? You said, 4 or 5? How many restaurants would you expect on a tour?
Yeah, around 5. It depends on the tour. Some of the tours are quicker in and out of places, and some are more leisurely. And those leisurely tours, not only does food come out of the kitchen, but also sometimes a drink pairing as well. So we try to give a little extra time for people to have that sort of mini dining experience at each place.
Now, I'm going to ask, because I have a 3-year-old. Are they welcome? Can they tag along? Do you have tours that accommodate children?
We can accommodate children. It's more of an adult activity because it's a couple miles of walking. It's about a 3-hour tour. But parents are welcome to bring their kids. And if they're young children, we don't charge for those kids to come along. They can share the food. They can maybe purchase food. If it's an older child, we prefer that they have a ticket.
Now, who picks the restaurants? For instance, can I customize a tour?
Customized tours are a lot of fun. We pick the restaurants because we know the right lineup. So we want everyone to have a nice variety of places. And we also know which restaurants want us at different times. But we are happy to take recommendations and suggestions. And then most of our customized tours are for corporate groups. And those are a lot of fun. So that can be team building activities, it can be client dinners. And those are super social. So if a big group of people from your company were to go out to dinner, they are kind of talking to the couple of people sitting next to them the whole night, but we go to 3 or 4 or 5 different restaurants and they get to chat with everyone over the course of that evening.
And you created your own dream company, haven't you? That is awesome.
I definitely did. I love to walk and, well, you know, I love to eat.
How do people contact you and set something up?
So we're at tastecarolina.com, info@tastecarolina.net, and we would get right to the planning.
All right, well, I'm guessing our viewers like to eat as well, so be prepared. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And thank all of you for watching. We hope you enjoyed today's show. If you have any questions or you would like to know more, visit our website at RaleighCW.com and myRDCTV.com. I'm Bill LeMay. Thank you for watching Community Matters, and we'll see you next week.